revisiting intentions of customers, and revenue maximization of the company. In this sense, what factors influence consumers' need for uniqueness? What are the key determinants of consumers' need for uniqueness? This has long been an important research question in the luxury market. Previous studies have suggested that firm innovativeness is a key determinant of consumers' need for uniqueness. Think about it. Yes, it is. Innovative image of a company, advanced image of a company, and well-developed image of a company is creating positive evaluation in the consumer's mind. And such a positive image and positive evaluation is enhancing consumers' need for uniqueness. That's the reason why previous scholars have postulated that the firm innovativeness is key determinant of consumers' need for uniqueness. And another important stream of consumers' need for uniqueness research is this construct, firm uniqueness. Yes, it is true. Unique brand, unique logo, unique marketing strategy. Such kind of unique stuff is stimulating consumers' need for uniqueness desire. In other words, consumers' need for uniqueness is highly influenced by firm uniqueness. And the other important stream of consumers' need for uniqueness research in this area is brand prestige, prestige brand. This construct also influences consumers' need for uniqueness. Yes, brand prestige, luxury brand. For instance, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Chanel, Gucci, Hermes. Whenever consumers are buying such kind of a luxury product, they are feeling some emotional attachment to the brand. And such an emotional attachment is influencing, satisfying consumers' need for uniqueness. This is how we drive these three constructs in our research. Okay, now we need to talk about consequences of consumers' need for uniqueness. The consequences of consumers' need for uniqueness. Let me briefly talk about what kind of functions, what kind of roles consumers' need for uniqueness play in the consumer behavior research. One of the most important function, role of consumers' need for uniqueness in this area is, it is enhancing utility and value of customers. What is utility and value? Utility and value is kind of objective evaluation about the product. For instance, restaurant industry. In the restaurant, it is a kind of food taste, quality of food, portion of food, service quality, such kind of stuff. And according to previous studies, whenever consumers feel their need for uniqueness is satisfied, they tend to evaluate utility and value of the customers very, very high. And more important thing in the consumer's need for uniqueness research is, this topic also influences hedonic value of customers. Hedonic value is a subjective evaluation about the product. For instance, in the restaurant business, the mood in the restaurant, environmental issues, or smells, something like that. And more importantly, these three factors are highly correlate to each other. And finally, it's going to influence revisiting intentions of patrons in the luxury restaurant. Now, we need to integrate these two models. First, this slide, and the previous model here. We can integrate this model, and then we can create proposed model here. So as I told you before, just 1 minute ago, there are three antecedents of, there are three predictors of consumers' need for uniqueness: firm innovativeness, firm uniqueness, and brand prestige. And I told you these three concepts are highly correlated, and finally it's going to influence revisiting intentions of patrons. This is how we derived our proposed model. Any questions so far? All right, next. Okay, now also based on literature review, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hypotheses in our slide, in our proposed model. And these 10 hypotheses are highly supported by previous theoretical background. As you can see from this graphic, these studies in our proceedings are supporting the correlations between these hypotheses. Okay, now we need to empirically test the proposed model using our database. In order to test our proposed model here, we used consumer panel database in the United States. Actually, an internet survey was distributed to 27,000 customer panels in the United States, and among those 27,000 customer panels, only 2,020 respondents participated to our survey. And among those 2,000 plus, we have selected only 379 samples because the other people have never been to luxury restaurant in the past 3 months. In our sample, 51% were male and 49% were female, and their mean age was 46 years old. Okay, in order to measure the construct and concepts in our proposed model, we have used to borrow the validity scales from our previous studies. For instance, form innovativeness was used with 5 items adapted from conseqences, which is highly cited in our study in this area. Also, form uniqueness, brand prestige, consumers' need for uniqueness, and all the items are measured with the validated items. In order to further validate and in order to double check unique dimensionality of the measurement scales, we have conducted a confirmatory factor analysis. This slide is showing us the result of confirmatory factor analysis. Look at this screen, please. As you can see from this screen, as you can see from the numbers at the bottom, look at these numbers at the bottom. As you can see from the bottom numbers here, CFI value is 0.936, IFI is 0.937, RMS is 0.07. As you can see from these bold numbers, the bottom numbers, these numbers are showing us our confirmatory factor analysis is trustworthy and reliable. Now let's check convergence validity of our measurement scales. In order to confirm the convergence validity of our measurement scales, the average variance extract value, AB value, the numbers in this column. I'm sorry. The numbers in this column, in this column are showing us average variance extract value. In order to achieve the convergent validity of the measurement scales, these values should be higher than 0.57, 0.5. So as you can see here from these numbers in this column, all these numbers are higher than 0.5. So strong convergent validity was achieved regarding our measurement scales. Next, discrete validity. In order to achieve the discrete validity of the measurement scales, these numbers, average variance except value, should be higher than squared correlations between each construct. As you can see from this table, all these numbers at the right hand side at the top, these numbers are showing us correlations between the construct. And the numbers at the bottom, left hand side bottom, these areas, numbers, these areas are showing us, telling us, presenting the squared correlations between the construct. As you can see from this table, all of these AB values are higher than squared correlations between each construct. So we can say strong convergent validity was achieved here, right? And lastly, internal consistency. Please see the numbers, the bold numbers at the diagonal area. As you can see from these bold numbers in the diagonal areas, all of these composite reliabilities are higher than 0.9, which means indicating high, strong internal consistency. So in summary, strong convergent validity, acceptable discrete validity, and lastly, strong internal consistency was achieved. Integrating this result, we can say our measurement scales are unidimensional. Okay, now, using the unidimensional measurement scales achieved from the confirmatory factor analysis, let's check our proposed model. In order to test our proposed model, structural equation modeling analysis was conducted. Amos version 4.0 was used for our data analysis. As you can see from this screen, look at the screen please first. And then, as you can see from the screen, I told you there are 3 important predictors of consumer need for uniqueness, right? And among these predictors, most, form uniqueness has the most powerful impact on the consumer's need for uniqueness desire. In other words, form uniqueness is the most important predictor of consumer's need for uniqueness. So here is the practical implication of our research. In the luxury marketing, most important thing and the first thing we must conduct is creating a unique image of a company, unique brand, unique logo, unique marketing strategy. Such kind of unique stuff are stimulating customers' need for uniqueness. Finally, it is influencing perceived value and revisiting intentions of the patrons, right? And then, more important thing here is the impact of brand prestige is not significant here. What is the reason, sir? What is the reason? Why the impact is not significant here? What is the reason? Why? Because the impact is mediated by form uniqueness here. This is another important implication. The impact of brand prestige is, mediated by the form uniqueness. So this is more important practical implication. So most important thing in luxury marketing is, say again, creating a unique image, unique brand, unique logo. Why? In the luxury marketing, consumers are looking for something different, something unique from other companies. I want to be some special. I'm looking for something special from other customers. So creating a uniqueness is the most important thing. And then we can create a luxury image. That's the second one. Why? Because it is mediated. Okay, sorry. And I told you, according to our data analysis, consumers' need for uniqueness impact both on the utility value and dynamic value. And more importantly, the impact is much more stronger, powerful on the hedonic value increase. So, for the future research, it is very important to further validate and investigate the relationship. Okay, let me make a conclusion here. So, according to our structural equation model analysis, innovative image, innovative strategy, such kind of well-developed image is, creating positive evaluation in the consumer's mind, and finally, it's going to influence revisiting intentions or patterns. And more importantly, I told you just 1 minute ago, brand prestige has an influence on consumers' need for uniqueness. However, that impact is mediated by firm uniqueness. So, say again, important implication in our research is, please create a unique brand, unique logo, unique marketing strategy, and unique brand image, and then conduct the luxury marketing strategies in order to create luxury prestige. And lastly, consumers' need for uniqueness has a strong impact on hedonic value, and for the future research, it is very important to reinvestigate this impact. Okay, this is because I spent too much time, so.
Can you turn one slide back, please?
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Are you taking a picture? Yeah. If you want, I can send you my PowerPoint presentation.
Sorry, would you have to say step a few?
Which one?
To go back, I'll tell you. I think the last carry on then.
You mean the methodology part or?
The towards the end. Towards the end.
Toward?
Carry on. Carry on. One back, one step back. One step back. One step back. Yeah, here. You said the brand prestige.
Brand prestige.
There is no effect on consumer need uniqueness.
There should be. There should be.
There should be, but on your, how to say, calculation, on your analysis, you couldn't find any relation between brand prestige and the consumer need uniqueness.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct.
So would you give us a bit more explanation about this? To my mind, the first thing I realized, like the strong companies, they don't need to create a strong brand.
A strong company.
Or the, how to say, prestigious companies or the unique companies, they don't really need to kind of waste their resources to create a prestigious brand. Am I right? Can we get this understanding, or can we, how to say, conclude this way?
A very nice question. The question is because strong companies, for instance, like very big companies, which already have the prestigious brand.
Just sorry to cut you. For example, Coca-Cola, very well known.
Yeah, I got your question. I got
around
your
the world. So if they want to sell, for example, water, if they want to sell any other fizzy drinks, do they really need to create another brand?
Very nice question. Very nice question.
Or
the question,
they
the gentleman.
use their own brand and they go through with the, how to say, new product, isn't it?
His question is because strong companies such as Coca-Cola or Samsung, Sony, such kind of companies do not need to create a prestige image or unique image because they already have it. You got one. You lost one thing. The boundary of our research is what is it? Restaurant industry. Restaurant.
Okay, restaurant business.
Restaurant industry. It's not a fast food like a local restaurant.
Yeah,
something
no, the
like that. So,
restaurants don't brand their products.
Correct. So that's the reason why we have conducted. If we set up a boundary like a Coca-Cola, or it's not making sense here, but you got the point. Very important.
All right, thank you very much. It's quite a good research.
Any other question? Say again, the boundary of our research is a restaurant business, and it's very different from Sony or like as you told me, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's very different. It's just, yeah.
I just want to make a contribution to my colleague because brand prestige is not one significant directly on consumer need for uniqueness.
It's mediated by, yeah.
But it's mediated by firm uniqueness. So it means that, indeed, in terms of complementary factor analysis, brand prestige affects the perception of firm uniqueness, indeed. So it helps consumers to maybe enhance firm uniqueness. When a brand is more prestigious than others, then it helps consumers to have a more unique perception of brands in their mind. It means that because there is an indirect effect.
Right. She's talking about the emotional response of consumers.
So
You're
it's
correct.
still effective. but
Right,
not
right, right. Yes, you are correct. So for the future research, it is important to replicate our findings, especially the relationship between these three constructs using the other company, for instance, Coca-Cola, right? Consumers of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Sony. It is very meaningful research, I think. Okay, due to time limitation, because I need to present one more here. Okay, thank you for your cooperation and participation. Okay, thank you for your time and patience. Let me present. Can I go ahead?
No.
Sorry.
Our guest